This is what I've had on my bench this week. I've had some other stuff as well. I'll show you that in a bit. This coach here is a 1/25th scale model. It isn't anymore. It's down to 1/76 scale for the 00. And what I've actually done is I took a picture of it, put it in my Paint Shop Pro and reduced it down so it would fit one of these coaches. Now this one only cost me, I think it was 30 or 50p, something like that. It was a ridiculous price. But it went really bad, so I've had to sand it flush all over. There's no raised detail on this at all. I was going to use this as a template to check these ones out. However, I picked a load of these up. Oh, I picked 4 of these up anyway, so I decided to do one of these as the first one to see if I can get it done. So I've done that. That's what I've done. So I thought, right, okay, we'll do these wraps on here, like the old Duplo railway, and use this stuck straight onto the side of here. I'm not going to flatten out the roof. I could, but I'm not going to. Well, I don't think so anyway, because I've got the roof here for this one. Would mean I have to cut the glazing off and glue it in here, which I don't really want to do, because the glazing in there doesn't actually match up with this glazing. If you look at it there, it would never match up. So what I'm going to do is put this plastic wrap, put this on here with glue, give it a coat of varnish so it looks nice, and I'll do that both sides, and I may do the ends. Actually, I'll probably do the ends with some evergreen strip down the ends, just to make it a little bit more interesting. And leave this roof on there, as that was all cracked as well. I had to sand the roof off. I glued it together and I had to sand it off clean. Put some filler in there, sand that down, give it a coat of white, which I did. But white roofs, even on these ones, they're too much in your face, too bright. So I put some grey in a load of white and just mottled these down so that they look more realistic. They've been out in the weather for a little while, so there's stuff starting to turn grey. They're not straight out of the paint shop, brilliant white. So that'll be that. And all these 3, I have actually done all the side paintings on these. I've got to do the end in a bit, so I sort of do all of them at one go. I've had them all down there. Paint that side, paint that side, paint that side. Leave them to dry, then I can turn them over and do the opposite sides to them. The same with this one here. There's the Airfix coach. This is the kit one I've made up. I've got the decals to put on here, and the other Airfix. This is actually Airfix one from the box. I made this up, rusted it heavily. I might need more rust on that looking at it, but I put a coat of matte over it this week because it's been sitting in my shelf. Brilliant gloss. Well, I've done all the decals and put the rust on it, you know. But I think I might rust it up a little bit more, and I need maybe 2, maybe 3 more coats of matte on it to really matte it right down, because this is going in a junkyard on my layout. So that's the railway side of things. We'll put that to one side. Okay, there's also this one here. I started this one this week, and it's on the primer stage, and it's drying at the moment. I can't touch it, so but I do have some video on this up to the primer stage, so I'll give you a little preview of the this model build, but there'll be a full build at the end of the week. I'll probably do it on one, maybe two videos, I don't know yet, but it's such a simple model, but it's been a pig to build. So that's it for now. I'll just leave you with a video of this, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. Okay, we've got some same old problems with this one. As I said, I've built this before, so I've come into these problems before. The tailplane's got a pin mark in it. I've filled that. That's done, out of the way. That's ready to go on. I've sprayed the inside of the fuselage, ready to receive the two halves together. I won't be putting the pilot in these, and I'll come to that in a minute. The wings I've fitted together. They go together, they're a good match, they go together well. I've glued them up. Now comes the problem part, and that's these engine cowlings. If you notice, I've glued a piece of plastic to this. Put the two halves of the fuselage together and glued them up there nice and dry.